Hello, hello. So nice to see you guys. I hope that you are all doing well on this Sunday. Hello, Paige. Hello, Lavina. So nice to see you in the live. Alrighty, so for this therapy talk, I'm going to wait for a couple of people to get in here. I am going to be doing the free one question pendulum reading, yes or no. If you want a tarot question read, just go ahead and check the description box on how to donate for that. And if any of you are new to therapy talk, how it goes is I will go ahead and talk about certain topics that I've seen. I am a licensed therapist, so certain topics come up, and just to have that interaction and that discussion. And I also pull some tarot cards as well. I love for it to be very interactive. Let's see. So a lot of you guys know I am a licensed therapist. If you are located in the state of Texas or Idaho, go ahead and schedule a free 15-minute consultation with myself. If you aren't located in the state of Texas or Idaho, you could always see me as a spiritual coach where we could work on your mindset, self-esteem, how to love yourself, and manifesting if you're interested in that as well. Yes, only one free pendulum question. If not, like you can do the tarot donation page. But so nice to see you all. Hope you guys are doing well. It's been ground zero at my house. Like all of my kids have been sick. And I've been trying like not to get sick, taking ginger shots and everything, but I made it. I made it. Let's see. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the therapy talk, and then once I'm done with the therapy talk and pulling a few cards, then I will get into personal questions, any personal questions that you do have. So a topic that I noticed that has been coming up a lot has been about relationships, right? And when I say relationships, most people think about your romantic partner, your love interest, but relationships are anyone that you interact with, so your parents, your children, your friendships, yourself, your coworkers. And I think that's the really important thing to think about. When you say relationship, a lot of people don't think about themselves. So I wanted to talk a little bit about relationships, and I did already pull a couple of cards. The first card I have is forgiveness. And for some reason, this card keeps coming up. So I feel like the universe spirit is saying, like, what do you need to forgive? Do you need to forgive yourself? Do you need to forgive someone in your life, whether they're in your life or not? Forgiveness is one of those beautiful things that it's for you. It's not for the other person. It's for you. It's for your soul. It's for your energetic field. So you don't have to hold on to whatever you're holding on to, whether it's anger, resentment, whatever you're holding on to, let it go. It's only harming you if you are holding on to something that is very heavy. I also have relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. And I think this card is so beautiful because a lot of times throughout life, we'll have all these relationships. And as we grow and as we evolve and as we change, sometimes we can keep relationships in our life that no longer serve us. And I think that sometimes when we've been friends with someone for a long time, or we've had someone in our life for a long time, it can almost feel like we need to keep this person or these people in our lives. And that's not always the case. And that's why I really wanted to talk about relationships today. Some of the things that you can think about is, if you're thinking about certain relationships, look at how you feel. Like when you're done talking to that person, or interacting with that person or hanging out with that person, do you feel drained? Do you feel energized? Do you feel loved? Do you feel supported? That's for all of the relationships in your life. And if you have some relationships in your life where when you're done, moving away from that person or talking to that person, you just feel so drained and it's becoming a pattern, maybe reflecting on if you need to put up healthier boundaries, maybe thinking of if this relationship really serves you. Does it serve you presently? You can have certain relationships that served you when you were 15, when you were 20, when you were 25. And maybe you get to a certain point in your spiritual journey where certain relationships just don't serve you anymore. So that's really important to reflect on, what relationships in your life, situations are serving you for your highest good. Thank you so much, Rennie. So nice to see you. I also have Between Worlds. So for any of you that there's another sign too. If you have a relationship in your life and you have this feeling like, should I cut this person off? Should I stop talking to them? That's kind of what I'm getting with this card. It's like in limbo. You're like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Spirit is saying that, you really need to go within and maybe meditate, ask your angels. Everything is internal. Everything starts internally and then it comes out externally. So for you guys that are in this energy of this limbo energy, it is really time to go within and check in with yourself to see, why do you feel that this relationship is in limbo? Whichever relationships in your life that you may feel like that. We also have Get More Information. So, maybe you need to take time to kind of sit back and reflect, or, see what the information of what this person is telling you. Also, information is in relation to your emotions. What are your emotions telling you about certain relationships in your life? Remember, you are not your emotions. Emotions are temporary, but emotions are also information that can really help you in a very beautiful way. We also have Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. I feel like for some of you, are you being honest with yourself when it comes to the relationships in your life? Like, are certain relationships not serving you anymore and you're just keeping them in your life and they're kind of holding you down or pulling you back? You're just gonna have that conversation with yourself and really, dive deep and see, who is serving you. And I'm saying relationships, but I'm referring to you as well. Are certain thoughts um, supporting you? Are certain thoughts serving you? Or are you thinking things, having negative thoughts that aren't serving you, that are holding you back as well? So not to just put it on other people around you, but really thinking about everything in general, as far as yourself, and considering your relationship with yourself, because the most important relationship that you have is with yourself. How you love yourself, how you nurture yourself, how you talk to yourself is really important, because how you love yourself is ultimately how you're going to love other people. If you don't really love yourself that much, how are you going to love other people, right? Because you can't really pour from an empty cup. So let me see. Also, I think it's really important in relationships, like conflicts, disagreements, they're gonna happen. Just making sure and kind of reflecting on the conflicts or the communication that may have conflict. How healthy are those conversations? Do you feel comfortable talking to a certain person or relationships in your life? Do you feel heard? Are you allowing them the space to be heard as well? I think that's very, very important. Also, in relationships, another thing you can reflect on is, can you be yourself? Can you be your authentic self with the relationships in your life? Do you feel like you have to hide a certain part of you with certain relationships? That could be an indication that maybe you need better boundaries in that relationship, or maybe that relationship is no longer serving you. The last thing is, do you enjoy being around this person, whether it's your parent, your child, a romantic partner, whoever the relationships are around you, like your close circle? Do you enjoy being around them? Because I know some people that have people in their lives and they dread being around them. That is a signal that maybe you should release that person or people from your lives. So that is pretty much it for the Taropy talk. I'm going to go ahead into personal questions, but if you guys have any questions in regards to mental health, for therapy, or spirituality questions, go ahead and put them in the chat as well. But we can go ahead and get started with personal questions. All right. Hello, everyone in the chat. Rennie, if you want to go ahead and put your questions in the chat, I will go ahead and get started with your questions. I'm just trying to get my technology together over here. Let's see. All right. One more. Just gonna do this. Darn it. That's not gonna work. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just getting my technology together. Why is it doing that? Let's see. All right, perfect. Okay. Let's see. Hello, Ronnie. So nice to see you in the chat. Yeah, go ahead. Pendulum questions, yes or no, are free for one question. And if you want to ask tarot questions, then go ahead and check the box on how to donate. Let me see. And if you guys have any, like I said, any questions about spirituality or mental health or therapy, how to find a therapist, you can go ahead and pop those in the chat as well. All right, Rennie, and then I'm going to get to Paige's questions. You're welcome, Ronnie. All right. All right, let's see. Is that? Okay. Spirit, what messages for Rennie? Question number 1. Sounds good. So, Rennie, for O, I'm getting the 4 of Cups. So with the 4 of Cups, like there's like this person kind of sitting right here with their arms crossed. I get this energy from this person that they may feel like maybe they have very high standards. Maybe they're kind of critical. Maybe you can kind of give me some confirmation, all of that. Maybe it takes a lot for them to be satisfied, see the lighter things in life. Maybe they're a little bit serious. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm getting so far. But I feel that even if this person, Spirit is showing me like an almond, like a nut. So like even though this person may be like harder on the outside, they may be like a little softer on the inside. But with the 4 of Cups here, I feel like you could be getting some type of unexpected offer or opportunity from this person. But I feel like this person, maybe they keep their cards to their chest, if that makes sense. Like I'm almost feeling like they're hard to read. Like, I don't know if you ever have thoughts like, do they like my work? Like they're just not very transparent. Like my guides are showing me clouds. So I just feel like this person is like very difficult to read. We have Justice here. So regardless of if they're not very personable, I do feel like this person is very fair with Justice here. Very, very fair. My guides are saying firm but fair, but I feel like if they set the expectations and you deliver what you're supposed to deliver, my guides are saying fairness with rewards. We also have the 8 of Swords here. I also feel like maybe this person could be going through some type of internal struggles, anxiety, depression, like kind of like overthinking things in their head. And sometimes like when people are going through things internally, we can kind of take on that energy or feel like we're the problem. We also have the Moon card here. So like it causes confusion. Yeah, and I hear your question, but I feel like they're so caught up in their selves, in their head, that it's hard to see how they're viewing you right now. Like I feel like they're really just focused on themselves, and it's really causing like a lot of cloudy energy. But like I said, I do feel like you could get some type of unexpected offer or opportunity or praise if you're able to meet the expectations of this person. Like I said, they are very fair. But ultimately, we have the 9 of Pentacles. I do feel like this person sees you as somebody valuable. I'm not really sure what you do for work, but they see you as valuable. They see you as credible. Maybe you have a lot of knowledge or insight, or you look at things differently. This is also a card of maybe saying like they can depend on you. I know you may have just started working on him, but he sees like certain little things that it's like, okay, you're kind of checking off the boxes. Hello, Madeline. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well also. So the only thing is that's throwing me off is that his energy is just so heavy with what he has going on internally. My guys are just saying like, don't allow like his emotions or his outer appearance to confuse you with like with your efforts at work. Does that make sense? But I really like the fact that he is firm but fair. And like I said, there is some type of offer coming from this person. Some type of offer, some type of opportunity. Yeah, okay. They're the Ace of Coins. So it could be a new beginning. It could be a promotion, some type of financial increase. The spirit is showing me a plate. You could be taking something off of his plate based off of what he's going through in his personal life. So an opportunity could come up because he has a lot of stuff going on and he's not able to manage everything. So it's kind of like a blessing in disguise. He may be a little bit hesitant to give up whatever he's giving you, but I think it's a good thing for you. I definitely see some type of new opportunity and definitely some type of financial gain coming in for you from him. So you may be benefiting off of his misery or anxiety or whatever he's going through. So I hope that those messages resonate. Let's see. All right, Paige. All right, let's see. Spirit, yes, no, maybe so. All right, Paige, I'm getting a yes. I'm getting a yes for your question. Getting a yes. All right, Ronnie's. Okay. Spirit, Ronnie's question. Yes, no. Wow, that was really quick. I'm getting a yes. I'm getting a yes. I want to ask you, like, before Ronnie, before you ask that question, like, do you have any careers in mind or any type of hobbies or passion projects that you're like looking to get into? Because the pendulum was very like, it was yes before I even actually like started. I feel like it's something very specific too. Yes, Yara, the yes or no questions are free and you get one of those. Yes, yes, yes. Alrighty. All right, let's see. Do I want to use this deck? That's fine. All right. All right, Spirit, what additional messages? Question number 2. Oh, wow. Okay. So you're starting out with the 9 of Cups. I mean, this is about wishes being granted. You can see he has like a big old smile on his face. This is just overall like a really, really good card. This is about fulfillment as well. Let's see. We also have the 10 of Wands. So I feel like this person is like wrapping up some type of cycle that was heavy for him, and he's like releasing that, letting that go. He's letting some type of burden go. And I feel like between letting that go and focusing on like the interaction with you, I feel like it's almost like they're showing me a feather. So I feel like you could bring like a lightness to his life as well. Let's see. Page of Cups. I feel like this person is going to be communicating some good news with you very, very soon. And it could have to do with whatever he had to release. And now he just has more space and more energy just to engage with you. But this good news, it could be something, he could be telling you about how he feels. The Page of Cups is a very emotional energy, but it is good news from the heart. My guys just said that he's going to be able to let his guard down. We have the Star card. So whatever burden he let go, I feel like he's going to feel like this healing energy. This is also about wishes being granted. There's 2 wish cards here as well. So I like that. Let's see, Spirit, what additional messages? And the burden that he released, I don't know if it's in his personal life or if it was work, but I just feel like he's in a much better space. Spirit, what additional messages? Oh no. Cards everywhere. Let's see. What other messages? All right, we have priorities. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. You know, I'm almost getting like my guys are showing me like floodgates opening. And I feel like at one point his priorities were focused on a certain area in his life and he wasn't able to focus on love. So if you are open to love with this person, I feel like they're going to be much more available emotionally, energetically. So I think that could be a very beautiful thing as well. I just feel like because he released that burden, he's gone through some type of experience that has been very healing for him and just lighten things up on his end. But as far as like how he feels about you, we have the 6 of Pentacles. This energy is about give and take, about balance. I feel like you provide balance in his life. I don't know if you guys have good conversations and maybe you say certain things to him and he like reflects on it later. But I feel like he really likes the insight that you provide him as well, but you are some type of balance in his life. So I love that. Very beautiful. Okay, let's see. Where is... All right. All right, Yara, Spirit. Yes, no, maybe so. Oh. It's a little slow, but I am getting a yes. I am getting a yes for you, Yara, for your question. All right, nice page. Your intuition is right. Yeah, always listen to your gut. Always, always, always. Ronnie, anything. Okay. All right. But yeah, Ronnie, I definitely see a career change coming in for you in the future. My guides are saying, I don't know if you journal any or meditate, but journaling, paying attention to your dreams, you can get more insight and more clues on where you're supposed to be going next as well. Ask the universe for signs. It's very helpful. Like, I get signs all the time, like feathers, blue butterflies. Just ask them for specific signs so you know that you're on the right track. So you can get more clarity on where you should be going for your next career. All right, let's see. Okay. What's that? Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. And let me get one more deck. All right. Thank you so much for the donations. And I've already completed the Taropy talk. It was about relationships. So once I'm done with the personal questions, if you guys want to circle back to that, we can get back to that as well. All right. Manny's energies, feelings towards me. So the first card that wanted to pop out was the foundation card, but it didn't quite come out. So this person could feel very secure around you as well. Let's see. There's some type of like conflict with this person. We have trapped in fear and we have the heart chakra. So there could be some type of past hurt, past traumas from this person, and they may be like a little bit hesitant with opening up their heart when it comes to love. And I don't know if that has anything to do with you. I'm feeling like it's something to do with the past. But with trapped in fear, you know, that's like anxiety, overthinking, you know, is the past situation going to happen again? So it could be kind of like that energy as well. Oh, he said Chris loves you. Very nice. I love that. Let's see, Spirit, what additional questions? Questions, answers. So as far as Manny, I definitely feel like this person sees you as a romantic potential partner. We have the King of Pentacles and we have the Lovers. I feel like with Manny, like it's very important for him to have his foundation very strong. That foundation came up in the beginning as well. Whether it's his finances, having his ducks in a row, that's something that's very important to him. I don't know if those are in alignment right now, but it's definitely something that's important to him. And maybe when those things or his foundation is kind of off, he's not in the best mindset. But he definitely sees, I see the spark, I see the connection between you two. As far as with the Three of Pentacles, he's looking to learn and grow as far as it comes to connection with you as well with the Three of Pentacles. When it comes to love, when it comes to interacting with you, I definitely think that he's open-minded as well. Ten of Pentacles. I definitely feel like if he's like reflecting or daydreaming, like you are somebody that he could potentially be with for the long term. There's something about you that he considers safe. I don't know if that's like the most like loving word, but there's something about you that he considers safe. Like you're like a safe place. But he definitely sees like a lot of potential and a lot of value in the connection between you two. And like I said, there's definitely like a lot of spark as well. Thank you so much, Ronnie. I truly appreciate it. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like whatever he's in his head about, whatever he's conflicted about with the Wheel of Fortune, his luck is going to turn. Like things are going to turn. My only thing is like, when it comes to relationships, it's really important to see how people treat you during their high times and during their low times. And I really feel like it shouldn't be like drastic. There should always be like a level of respect and communication. So keep that in mind as well, because I feel like when this Wheel of Fortune happens for him, his luck is going to turn in like a very beautiful way. But I definitely feel like he sees you as a potential long-term partner. Like he sees you as somebody that he would consider like starting a family with. Whatever that looks like. Kids, no kids, traveling, whatever a family looks like to you guys. Let's see. So I hope that those messages resonated. Let's see. Madeline, so nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. Spirit, what messages? Question number 1. Oh, we have the Five of Swords. So this definitely is an energy of feeling conflicted. I'm not saying he feels conflicted with you, but there is some type of either internal or external conflict that he's experiencing right now. I feel like he's focused on something right now. I don't know if he's focused on like a project or if he's working on something, but something is definitely taking up his attention right now. Like he's looking at the details, he's focused. His conflict may be very internal with the Hermit card here, or at least he needs to go within when it comes to this, whatever he's going through. I do feel like he is going to be reaching out to you, back out to you with the Page of Wands here. they're showing me somebody working on a project, busy. I want to say that he was busy with something. I don't know if it was personal, but whatever internal conflict that he's going through, he's going to be able to resolve it. And I feel like with the Page of Wands, Madeline, he's going to be contacting you, and I feel like he's going to be contacting you with good news. Yeah, Four of Wands. So he may have been focused on his stability, his foundation. Oh, nice. He may be just working on like getting his ducks in a row, getting his affairs in order. Something may have happened where he had to like kind of drop everything and kind of focus on it. But I feel like he's gonna regain his power. He's gonna feel much more centered and just much more in control. And I feel like when Page of Wands, when he does contact you with the good news, you'll have a lot more clarity on why he didn't contact you back. We have the Chariot card. So he may be moving forward. He may be traveling. He may be moving. He may be getting some type of promotion, but there's going to be some type of movement in his life. And I feel like with the Page of Wands, like maybe you were like one of the first person or people that he thought of to share that news with. So I hope that helps. I don't think that he was, ignoring you. It seems like he has something internally going on that he's working on. Nice. Working remotely for holiday. Yeah, Madeline, I hope he gets back to you with the clarity, but I think he is. I think he is. Let's see. Question number 2. Let's see. Oh, nice. You want to experience a few years of living in the islands in a quiet life with your parents. How beautiful. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Yara. You are so welcome. Thank you. All right, Spirit, what messages for... Ah! Why do they have to throw the cards like that? All right, what messages from Madeline? Okay. Ooh. Okay. So the first card we have is Truth. So I feel like with you moving, there's going to be like a lot of time to like reflect and look at how your perspectives was in the past. And you could be coming up on like certain realizations, certain truths. Like more of your subconscious mind is going to be opening up. I think this is going to be a very healing energy as well. We have patience. Spirit is asking you to have a little bit of patience, but I think with this patience, there's going to be this energy of ease that comes with it. Spirit, what additional messages? So one or two things. With you going back to the island, I feel like either you could meet somebody new, potentially with the Lover's card. It could be kind of spicy if it is a new romantic partner. If not, Spirit is saying you're going to have choices. You're going to have choices. You're going to have options, and it's going to lead to celebration. It's going to lead to like the people around you that love you, like, oh my gosh, Madeline, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. So there's definitely something that's going to be worth celebrating if you do decide to move back home. What additional messages? We have the Empress. This is about like all eyes being on you. Like you could attract a lot of love. You can attract a lot of money, a lot of abundance. People could find you very beautiful during this time as well. This is a very creative energy. So if you're looking to like create, I feel like it could be a very creative time while you are on the island as well. My guys just said like you could start a business. Like you could start a business or like crafts, or I'm not sure what you're into, but you could start something as well. This is going to be a very introspective time for you as well. With the Patience and the Truth, like you could be meditating a lot, you could be journaling a lot, but with the Hangman, like certain like memories from the past could be coming back as well. Let's see. Spirit, what additional messages? And we have the Eight of Wands. This is about messages coming back, communicating back and forth, back and forth. I don't know why, but I feel like you're going to be like a hot commodity. So when you move back home and you're open to dating, you could have a couple of suitors that are looking to date you or court you. We have the Three of Wands. You going back home with this quiet energy, uh, introverted energy, like kind of like reflecting, is going to lead to the Three of Wands. It's going to lead to growth. It's going to lead to like your ships coming in, some type of opportunity. Some type of offer is going to be coming in for you. Now, whether this is an offer of love, because we have the Ace of Cups, or whether it's an opportunity, it's going to allow you growth and expansion. So my guys just said rest, recharge. So resting, recharging, and that opportunity coming in for you to grow and expand. I love that. My guys are just saying like you're very deserving of whatever this opportunity that will be coming in for you as well. Nice, right? Find your husband there. I love that with the crafts thing, like an Etsy shop or, however you do it. But there's something, it's just something like, I don't know, I'm almost getting like soft girl air. It's going to be very soft for you to be back at home, very nostalgic, but in a very healing way. I don't feel like you're going to be like, oh, I'm back at home. I feel like you're going to feel very good about it. And if you do have any like doubts or fears about going back home, when you do get back home within those first couple of months, I think you're going to feel it and you're going to know like, I should be here. I'm getting body hits right now. So whatever happens when you go back home, like you're going to know that you should be there. Let's see. Where did my pendulum go? It just ran away. Okay. Where did it, what in the world? Oh, I found it. All right. All right, let's see. Rennie, let's see. Spirit, yes, no. It was pretty quick too. I'm getting a yes. I'm getting a yes. Keep up with the probiotics. Of course, make sure you're drinking like a lot of fluids, like water. I think I've told you about Earth Clinic before. Check out Earth Clinic. Herbal teas too. Look up some really good herbal teas for your digestive system, but I definitely got a yes for the probiotics. Let's see. Let's see. Spirit. Yes, no, maybe so. All right. I'm getting a yes for you. I do feel like this person is going to contact you this week. Let's see. You are so welcome, Madeline. Let's see. Oh, Madeline, you've been seeing a lot of feathers. Oh, I love that. I'm telling you guys, like once I started like on my spiritual, like once everything happened in spiritual awakening, whatever you want to call it, man, I used to get feathers everywhere in the craziest places. I'm like, how, like I'd literally be going into the office to go to work and under my desk was a feather. And I'm like you can't make this stuff up. I swear. If you ask the universe for signs, your spiritual team, they will send you a sign. Like I want to say within 48 hours, I typically see a sign. So yeah, go ahead, SK. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you, Madeline. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you guys could please like this video, I would truly appreciate it. YouTube likes when you like my videos, and I like when you like my videos as well. Oh, nice. You saw a feather too. Yay. I love that. It's almost like a game. Like, how many signs can I see today? Let's see. Spirit, yes, no, maybe so. Well, for this one, positive or negative. I'm getting yes. I'm taking that as a positive, SK. I'm getting a positive for your question. And a yes. I do feel like this person does think about you as well. So a lot of you guys weren't in here, but I did a therapy talk over relationships, and I was just breaking down the fact that relationships are anyone, right? Your friendships, your parents, your children, people in your inner circle, your coworkers. The most important relationship is with yourself. So make sure you're trying to find ways to love yourself, encourage yourself, because the more you love yourself, the more you can love people around you, because you can't pour from an empty cup. I always say, like, if you're looking at a relationship and you're trying to figure out if it's serving you anymore, think about how it feels. Does it feel like a good energy exchange? That's what I like to call it. Like, I think about some of my relationships and I think about how some of them energize me and then some of them drain me and some of them take away a lot, but some of them give so much. And it's such a balance. And just remember that you're the prize, right? You're the main character energy in any relationship that's holding you down, dragging you down, not respecting your boundaries. Either A, it's time to put up stronger boundaries, or B, it's time to release that person from your life. And sometimes releasing people from your life, it can be difficult. And, certain thoughts can come to your head like, am I being mean? Or this is my sister, or this is this person, whatever title, like I feel obligated to keep this person in my life. But a lot of times, the family that you're born into, when you get older, you get to choose your family. You get to choose your friends. You don't have to keep certain people in your life that aren't respecting you and aren't loving you the way that you want to be loved. So, hello. I'm doing well. How are you? So it's really important to think about the relationships in your life, because as you grow and as you change and as you elevate, everybody's not going to come with you, you know? You got to release the people that aren't serving you anymore. And certain relationships are seasonal. Even mothers, even fathers, even parents, they may or may not stay in your life if they're not treating you the way that you want to be treated. Because I think there's a generation, or there's this stigma that we have to keep family as family. But if family is disrespecting you, if they're not treating you with respect, if they're not loving you the way that you want to be loved, if there's not healthy communication, why keep them in your life? So I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Yes, you can ask a yes or no question. Oh, nice, SK. And SK, you can ask them for anything. Like, you can ask them for feathers. I always tell my clients to ask them for something specific. So a penny, a yellow butterfly. I remember one of my coworkers I used to work with when I started my spiritual journey, I asked her, if you want to communicate with your mom and you want a yes or a no, pick a yes. And she picked this blue butterfly that's only in like the Amazon. And she was like, I'm not going to see it. That night, after we had the conversation at work that day, that night she was sitting and like about to eat dinner, and on the TV was that specific blue butterfly from the Amazon on the TV. I was like, spirit never lets me down. So if you get specific with the signs that you want to see, spirit will get really creative. So yes, I love the signs. All right. Spirit, yes, no, maybe so. I'm getting a yes for you. I'm getting a yes. I will say, do have a little bit of patience. Sometimes with divine timing, it's spirit time, not your time. But I am getting a yes. The pendulum was a little slow on that person's energy, but I did get a yes for you. I love that. I love that. I don't know if you guys have heard of this book. I should get royalties for this book because I promote it so much, but the book is called Journey of the Souls. I read that book like 4 times. I think it's so amazing, and it explains the soul's journey. We're just this is not our first time here. You know, we've been here several lifetimes. If you guys have ever heard of past life regression, we've been here several lifetimes. We come back as different genders, different ethnicities. This is just the character that I am playing this lifetime. I am Tony this lifetime. And a lot of times my spirit guides will show me, like, if you see a play or like an auditorium and like people looking over, they'll remind me, hey, look over. Like, you're not this person. You're just an actor. So Journey of the Souls by Michael Newton, and it's on YouTube as an audiobook for free. So yes, Michael Newton. It's a great book. And just to think that we are all one and we are all connected, because here on this earthly plane, we can be so divided by you're a man, you're a woman, you're black, you're white, you're Latino. We have all these language barriers. We have all these things separating us. And, you know, when you read the book, you're just like, oh my gosh, like, I was mean to that person at the gas station, but we're all connected. Like, one lifetime, that person at the gas station could have been your mom, you know? So you're so welcome. You're so welcome. And there's no accident for your mom being your mom, your dad being your dad, your family members that you're born into. There's no accident. You all agreed to it. You were all in the room, you know, planning out your lives. And, you know, we're just here to learn. We are just here to learn as spiritual beings having a human experience. That's what we're here to do. And I feel like sometimes we take life too serious and we beat ourselves up and we talk to ourselves so unkindly. Because when I connect with my higher self and I talk to her, like, she's so loving, she's so supportive, like, she's never mad at me. And I just feel like we're our biggest critic sometimes. And, you know, it's just kind of sad to think that we're so hard on ourselves sometimes when we don't have to be. But a lot of it is programming. A lot of it is definitely programming, unfortunately. And that is why it's so important to partake in mindfulness exercises, so you can be mindful of the thoughts that you're thinking, because thoughts become things and you are not your thoughts. You get to choose which thoughts that you add meaning to. You get to choose which thoughts you like let go of, you know. But if you were growing up in a household that was very toxic and your parents maybe caused you trauma and maybe they told you that you were obese your whole life, and then when you get older you have this unhealthy relationship with food and you're like, why do I have this relationship with food? The problems you have now in your subconscious and your conscious mind all go back to your childhood. Look at your childhood. If you look at your childhood, you can kind of like peel back the layers and think, that's why I do that. So you may have like certain like beliefs about yourself, like you are lazy. And the thing is, like, do you really think that you're lazy, or are you resting? Or did someone tell you all your life that you're lazy or you're junky or you're this or you're that? So it's really important to think about, like, the limiting beliefs that you have. Do they resonate with you at your 15-year-old self, at your 20-year-old self? I'm 36. So with certain things at 15, I believe, now that I'm 36, I don't believe anymore. And I think sometimes we get caught up in just being us. Like, oh, my name is Tony and my favorite food is pizza. But maybe at, 25 years old, maybe your favorite food isn't pizza anymore because you're lactose. You see what I'm saying? So it's really important to be mindful of the things that you think and keep them positive and constructive, because regardless if you believe in manifesting or not, you create your reality. Everything around you, you create it. You attract it into your life, good, bad, and ugly. So it's really important to keep your thoughts positive and constructive so you can attract the people that love you and support you and that are helping you on your journey. What is that? You see something? So the thing is, like, I work with a lot of clients that are adults. So 19, 20, I guess anywhere from 18 to 30 years old. And a lot of the adult children are meeting their parents as people. And I heard this wonderful analogy that, Your parents at one time were the center of your universe, right? Because you depended on them to feed you, to, provide you with everything. But then when you become an adult, your parents aren't your universe anymore. They're just a planet. And then when you get to a certain age, it's like, do I even like this person? You start seeing your parent as a person. And that's where things get tricky. Now, if you have a healthy relationship with your parents, like if you guys have healthy communication, if they love you the way that you want to be loved, if they respect your boundaries, then keep your parents in your life, right? But if your parents are emotionally and physically abusive to you, even when you're an adult and you're paying your bills and they're not paying your bills and they're asking you for money and they're draining you, um, it gets kind of tricky because at that point, they're no longer your universe. You no longer depend on them to survive. So it comes to a point where it's important for parents to grow with their children because as a parent, we need to learn about our child as they grow into their adulthood and stay connected and making an effort. Because some parents, they don't want to hear about your day, they're not interested, they just don't know you as a person. And then you're learning them as a person. And it's like, do I even like you? And I know it's like when you're looking at your childhood, you have to look at your parents. And sometimes it can get kind of dicey. Like, oh, I don't want to look at them like that. They took care of me. They brought me into this world. True, they did. But at the same time, I feel that it's important for us to all have healthy relationships. And that includes our parents. Our parents are no exception to respecting us and respecting our boundaries and, you know, having healthy communication. And some people believe, like, I can never stop talking to my mom or my dad. That's fine, but you are going to eventually sacrifice your mental health and your happiness and your joy if your parent is not treating you in a healthy way. So, not to say you have to cut your parents off, but at the same time, maybe you need to have very, very strong boundaries with them. Another thing is, if you are an adult child living with your parents and you want to establish these strong boundaries, it's going to be kind of difficult because you live in their home. So, a lot of times when my clients are adult children and they're living at home with their parent, I always let them know, don't go for the boundaries at first because boundaries can create battles. So a lot of my clients, I'll tell them, you need to focus on your internal world. You need to think about your thoughts. You need to think about your internal dialogue. So if your parent is communicating with you something and you don't like the way they're communicating, like for example, maybe your parent comes to you and you're 25 years old and you're living at home and they're just like, hey, I don't think you should be going out. It's not safe, da 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 da. But all you hear them is like nagging you. Maybe come from a neutral place and think like, what are they trying to communicate with me? Like, let me find the love in what they're saying. And maybe what they're trying to communicate is, hey, I love you. I want you to be safe. But the way that they communicate it is very aggressive or it's controlling. And then you're just like, you know, ah. So it takes a little bit more work when you live at home with your parent and you're an adult child. But I always say that you control your inner dialogue. Nobody else can ruin your day unless you allow somebody to ruin your day. So find ways to empower yourself because a lot of times we let our power go. We let people ruin our days. Oh yeah, for sure. I've created a couple of manifestation videos, but yeah, manifesting is amazing. Like once I saw it, I was like, oh wow, I love this. Like your thoughts become things. Another beautiful thing is with your thoughts is reframing. So a lot of my clients that I interact with, they deal with anxiety, like they overthink or they're anxious and things of that nature. Yeah, you can go ahead and ask a yes or no question. Reframing is such a beautiful thing because if you have a thought in your head and it's like, I don't know, I'm never going to lose weight. If you tell yourself like, oh, that's not true, but it keeps popping up, that means that you still believe that. So reframe it. I can never lose weight. I'm getting better with eating healthier choices. So reframing your negative thoughts is also very helpful because it's going to help with your manifestations to manifest more positive and constructive things instead of like negative things. So I'm definitely going to have like a lot more videos on mind, body, spirit, especially your body. It's so important to move your body. I go to the gym like religiously. And the first thing, if it's hard for you to work out and get in the gym or whatever you want to do to work out, the first thing you need to do is work on your mindset. Like the first month or two, don't even work out. Work on your mindset. Get your mind prepped for the fact that you're going to go work out. I want to intentionally work out. I want to intentionally do this. Setting your intentions is a beautiful way to get to your subconscious mind, because we don't know what's back here. Consciously, we know what's in our conscious mind, but subconsciously, we don't know what's back there. A whole bunch of old programming from our childhood. And if you dealt with the trauma, yeah, there's a lot back there. Oh, thanks, SK. I truly appreciate it. And you know, I love YouTube, and my only suggestion is like when you're called to a video and it feels good, it's meant for you. If it doesn't, you know, let it go. But whatever resonates with you, take it, and whatever doesn't, leave it. It's all about the feeling. I think April is going to be very important to paying attention to your body. It's going to be very important to pay attention to your body and your emotions and how you're feeling. And if you're feeling uncomfortable, whether you're sick or whatever the case, find ways to feel comfortable, and it really makes it like a lot easier. All right. Let's see. Spirit, number 1. Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, Rennie. Number 1 is a yes. Yes, no, maybe so. All right, Rennie, for the question number 2, it was a yes, but at first it was very stagnant. So if there's any delays or any bumps in the road, I feel like they are going to kind of clear up, and there was a yes. So not sure if anybody is dealing with any type of illnesses or anything like that, but I do feel like things are going to smooth themselves out. Oh yeah, the bay leaf technique is very, yeah, it's very good. And you know the thing is, when it comes to spirituality, like some of these people on YouTube are like, you have to do it like this. No, 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 no. Like, get you some bay leaves. You can write your messages that kind of resonate with you, and you can kind of come up with a ritual for yourself. Everything is about your intention, it's about your energy. So, like, do what you feel like you're called to do, because we're all connected. All of this universal knowledge is in you, is in me. All we have to do is tap into it. So, if you can kind of meditate and journal about the bay leaves, like what messages do I want to put on the bay leaves? Do I want to burn the bay leaves? Do I want to keep the bay leaves in my purse or in my wallet? What kind of resonates with me? Because I'm going to let you know now, SK, there are some rituals out there that it's too many details. Like, and I'm not knocking anyone that has an altar or that's into voodoo. I love it. If you love it, I love it. But if I had an altar, my ancestors would be mad at me because the water would be dirty. The food would be moldy. So I just don't like the commitment. So I just kind of do things very intuitively. Like weeks where I feel kind of low or kind of down, I'll try to find ways to nurture myself. So I love spiritual baths. You can go to the dollar store and you can get Epsom salt, which is really good for spiritual baths. Sea salt is really good. Ginger, I think they have ginger in a season that you can use. Cinnamon as well if you want. But really the salt, the sea salt and the Epsom salt, this is the important thing. All of these things, the crystals, the tarot cards, all of these things that you can spend your money on, you don't have to buy any of that. So if you want to take a spiritual bath, run your water, put your hands over the water, and speak your intentions into the water. You are an energetic being. You are so powerful. You can put healing energy into that water. You could put, if you want to attract money into that water, if you want to attract a love partner, your energy, your intuition is so powerful. Sometimes I'll make coffee, and if I want to attract like an extra $200, while I'm stirring my coffee, I'll just kind of put my hands over it. I'm also a licensed Reiki master, so I'm really into like energy. But yeah, put your hands over your coffee, your tea, and speak like, spirit, I would really enjoy having an extra $200 in my pockets today. Put your energy into it, and you'll see, like, it'll just literally turn your life around. Okay, Cancer moon. Yes, Cancer is water. Yeah, so with your Cancer moon, your moon represents your mother. Your moon represents your internal world. So if you want to look at your birth chart and the relationship with your mother, you can learn a lot as well. I have an Aquarius moon, so I can become very detached emotionally. Me and my mother, our connection is very emotionally detached. I haven't talked to her in like 12 years, maybe plus. But yeah, looking back at that relationship, I see why it was no emotional connection. Yes, she took care of me, but there was no nurturing. There was no like love and affection. But I understand that, our parents had the tools that they had and they did the best that they could, and now it's up to us to heal anything from the past. I always say that the pain that your parents caused you or anyone caused you is not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. So it kind of sucks, right? Yeah, tea, coffee. Yes, Rose, you can. Anything, your food, you can put your intentions in anything. I put my intentions into my plants. I don't know if I have plants everywhere. I love having plants around me because they're alive, they're growing. But yes, you could put your intentions into anything. Even when I'm driving, when I get in my car, I set my intentions and I go safe passage to, safe passage from. Boom. I used to have like a lot of anxiety when it comes to driving and other people on the road. And I noticed when I started just setting my intentions of like seeing myself getting to my destination safe and getting back safely, my anxiety and those thoughts of worry has decreased so much. So like your mind is so powerful. Talk to yourself. When I go to the grocery store, I set my intentions. Setting my intentions and I visualize myself going to the grocery store and getting the best parking spot, being in and out and getting out of there. I always get good parking spaces. Manifest good parking spaces to kind of build up your manifestation belief and manifestation. And then once you manifest a parking space, manifest $100, manifest $200. And then once you get good at it, you could probably manifest a yacht. Like, I don't know if you guys have heard of Abraham Hicks, but it's easy to manifest a button just as it's easy to manifest a castle. It's all about your belief. So, yes. Yeah. If go check out Netflix The Secret. One time I did the exercise where every time I walked to the mailbox, I envisioned checks in my mailbox. And that summer, I must have got like legit like 12 checks, random checks. Every time I went to my mailbox, instead of saying, I'm gonna have bills in my mailbox, I had checks. I swear to you, just random checks, different amounts. So yeah, our thoughts are so important. All right. Rose, spirit, yes, no, maybe so. Reach out this week. He's thinking about it. It was a little slow, Rose. I feel like this person is kind of like in this contemplation, back and forth, back and forth. It was a little slow, but I did get a yes. Now with the energies, with the pendulum, things can change, but I do feel like this person is thinking about you, but they're kind of like head and heart, thinking with their head, thinking with their heart. But I did get a yes for you. Yeah. A lot of my clients that are looking for love too, like a partner, I always tell them, if you want to find a man, if you want to find a woman, if you want to find a mate, the tip is love yourself. Take yourself out on a date, buy yourself flowers, treat yourself how you want to be treated. So if anybody comes in that's like dusty or crusty or like not to your standards, you'll instantly know like, oh, I do that for myself. So I'm not, settling for that. Hold on. You're so welcome, Rose. Yes, SK, go ahead. So like I was saying, if you set the standard for how you love yourself, then anybody can't come in and treat you any kind of way. You know what I mean? If you open your doors, if you buy flowers for yourself, if you take yourself out on dates, and somebody's taking you out on a date and they're like, I don't know, you pay for it. Okay, cool. I'll pay for it. But then you know not to go on a date with that person. Like the things that you do for yourself, that's what you're going to attract into your life. So remember that if any of you are looking for love, love yourself how you want to be loved by your potential partner in the future. And then when your potential partner comes through, you can weed through all the red flags and you can attract the partner that you want. It's also important to have a must-have list, like with 5 things that you must have. Like you want the person to respect you or love you or what your values and principles are, but really take time to think about those things. And whatever 5 things you come up with, they need to have at least 3 to 4 of those things. Really important. Let's see. Hello, Katie P. So nice to see you. Thank you, Katie. Spirit, SK. Yes, no, maybe so. Thinking about it. Yes. All right. So SK, I did get a yes for you, but like the other person too, it was very straight. So like I said, it's like a stagnant energy of like kind of being on the fence, not being very certain. But then I did get a yes for you. And Katie, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and put your questions in. Oh my gosh, I've been on here for an hour. I drank my tea before, so my voice wouldn't leave. But an hour in, and my voice is like, you better get off of here soon. You're welcome, SK. But yes, after Katie P's questions, I'm probably going to be wrapping it up so I can go get another cup of tea because my voice is going away. And for those of you that weren't here for the whole live, go back and check out my therapy talk. Definitely talked about relationships and, just to reevaluate the relationships in your life, the people in your life, including yourself, to make sure that, you're aligning with your best self and you're attracting in the people that are going to support you to become your best self as well. All right, let's see. I'm gonna get your cards for you too. All right, stop being so shaky. Yes, no, maybe so. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it. I remember when I was taking my intro to psychic class with my mentor, Kat. She's amazing. And we learned how to read auras. If you're able to get into like a calm state, you can see people's colors around them, and it tells you a lot about them. When I'm at work, I'm like reading people's auras. Let me see. I'm just playing. Okay, Spirit, what messages for Katie P? Okay. So the pendulum, Katie, it was an indecisive energy, and eventually it was a yes. But it didn't feel like a good yes. It felt like a settling yes. Does that make sense? I don't want to say it. I don't want it to sound mean. But we're starting off with the Five of Swords. So this talks about some type of internal or external conflict. This is something that causes him conflict when he thinks about having kids, not necessarily with you, but just in general. We have the Seven of Swords. I feel like there's a lot that he keeps to himself when it comes to starting a family, kids. I don't know if it's the kids piece or the commitment piece. I'm not sure. We have the Four of Swords. This is him resting, reflecting, thinking about it. And then we have the Nine of Wands. And I feel that eventually he would say yes to having kids. He would be open to having kids. My thing is, I don't know what his thing is with having kids. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he doesn't want to have kids because of the commitment, the freedom, or if it's something from his childhood. Like, he could. Okay, he doesn't want to be stuck. Because I was also getting with his parents and his upbringing. Like, maybe he didn't have the best nurturers or parents, and he could have some reservations of, like, would I be a good dad? So you definitely got a yes. The only thing is, I didn't really like the way that yes felt. So it did felt like a little settly. I don't even know if that's a word, but it feels right. Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like that's something that he has to work on. And I feel like if he's going to do it, he needs to do it fully committed. You know what I mean? So, KEP, I will tell you this. If you guys were to have kids, he would be happy. He would be very, very happy. I feel like almost like one of those things, like he's hard on the outside, soft on the inside. So the conflict of like you having kids and him not knowing and the commitment and stuff like that, I think things would very much so smooth out. Until you have kids, you don't really know. And I feel like once he actually does have a kid, and if he has a kid with you, I feel like he would be very supportive. He would be very happy. You would see this whole other side of him. Like right now, he might be kind of like in limbo, like, I don't know. But yes, I think that he would be much more comfortable once you guys actually do have kids. So I did feel weird about it, but I feel okay about it now, if that makes sense. Yes, yes. So I feel like you would see a shift in him when you guys have kids. Yeah. Once you guys have kids together, I think you would see a shift in him. Oh, wow. 6. Yeah, he's just freaking out. That's what it is. But I just didn't know if that was going to stay, that feeling. And I don't think it's going to stay. I think he's gonna fall in place. He's going to, I don't know. That wasn't the best. You know what I mean? It's going to work out. And I feel like he is going to be like celebrating and like more in a good mood about it. He's not going to hold a grudge or anything. SK, yeah. I feel you with the strong vibes. Like, it's crazy. When I was younger, like, I would meet people, and before my spiritual awakening, I didn't even know about energy, but I feel things very strongly. And I would meet people, and I would hear in my head, yes, no. So, like, I would instantly feel and know whether someone had good intentions for me or not. And I've never questioned it. And like, people are naturally attracted to me and they want to be my friend. And it's like very overwhelming at first, like college years and stuff. And like when I'd meet people and that voice said no, I didn't even question it. I would just keep them at a distance, and then I would see how they would interact with other people and like how they would like kind of do people dirty. And I'd be like, I listened to my intuition. So definitely listen to your gut always. Listen to your heart. It's so important. Your mind is loud and talks fast, and your heart whispers. So if you have that time of quiet SK, you can like really listen to what your heart is saying. Let's see. Yeah, it's really helpful, SK, if you can find a community of like-minded people. So like when you're talking about like spirits and ghosts and, you know, gargoyles or whatever you get into, tarot, astrology, that they're not looking at you like, what? You can find people that are like-minded and that support, you know, your dreams or, you know, whatever signs that, you know, you get from the universe. Because everybody's not open to it, which is fine. And that's why we have such a, you know, beautiful community. I can see that. He takes it out on himself. Let's see. Oh, I like your picture. Strawberries. I wish I had some strawberries. I was thinking about going picking strawberries with my family. It's so random. But I was thinking, like, would that be fun? Or would that be like not fun? You know how you think things are gonna be fun, but then they're not? I don't know. It's like hot and sweaty. I don't know. Okay. If you can't tell, I'm a Gemini rising, so my thoughts are just like, can I focus? Sometimes. Ooh, really? All right, don't tip me. I'll come down there. I love fruit so much. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have? Let's see. Let me get this deck right here. Spirit, what messages for Katie P? Whoa. All right. What else? What else you got? All right. I love this. So we are starting out with obstacles and challenges with the 5. Don't be scared of 5 energy. It's just adjusting and changing. And I think that's really what he's going to be doing during this process. It's just like growing pains. You know, like you lose your teeth and they come back. It's not the most comfortable, but it's part of the process. And, you know, losing your teeth never killed anybody, right? And then we have recognition and reward. I feel like everything is going to work out with a 3-2, a 3 energy. Katie speak to expansion and growth. Could be pregnancy, you know, having another one. But I feel like with that, like I said, from the obstacles and challenges to the reward, I feel like if you guys did have a kid, he would be very happy with that. Like everything is going to work out. Let's see, Spirit, what additional messages? We have the Death card. Change, transformation. Maybe it's just taking him a little bit longer to change, you know? He's resisting the change. All right, Page of Cups. That's some good news coming in. That is some good news coming in as well. Let's see. Ace of Swords. With this good news, it's going to provide either you or both of you guys with clarity as well. Let's see. Gotcha. But there's going to be some type of clarity that comes in, and it's going to be some type of good news. And I feel like whatever internal conflicts that he is having, I feel like he's going to come around, and it's going to work itself out. Okay, no more kids. Okay. It's just with the blending of the family that he's kind of concerned about. Wheel of Fortune. Whatever insights, whatever good news, whatever clarity comes in with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like it's going to be like a 360 to like whatever he's resisting, he's going to accept it. But not in a way of settling. I feel like he's going to truly like accept it. There's the 3 of Cups again. It's celebrating. It's rejoicing. It's happiness. 6 of Swords, things improving. So maybe this is like, I don't want to say the peak, but the turning point of him feeling like, I don't really know what I want. But this is about things getting lighter, things getting better. But I'm really excited, and I'm really looking forward to like whatever news is going to be coming in. I really feel like it's going to help him. It's really going to help him with clarity, confirmation, and when he feels that internal peace inside, I feel like it's going to help you as well. It's going to be very beautiful. So in the meantime, like I tell my clients, Katie, don't let his work of what he needs to internally work on become your work. Don't take on his stress and his internal conflict because, you know, it's only going to hurt you. You can control your thoughts. You can control your internal dialogues, your action, your behaviors. Let him be over there in confused land. You can be in Katie land and you can create whatever experience that you want. Yeah, Katie. But I feel like everything's going to work out. You know, sometimes they're just big babies. I think I saw something like that, like when it comes to guys, like as a partner of a guy, yeah, you sometimes they just want to be baby, but they don't want you to think that, but they do. So maybe sometimes like just go up from behind and give them a hug and like, you know, just kind of try to treat them like a baby without letting him know you treat him like a baby. And he's going to like it inside secretly. You're so welcome. The secrets of life. Treat men like babies and they're going to be happy. I guess everybody likes to be loved and nurtured, right? Boy, has this been a good therapy talk. I've loved this. I've been on here an hour and 30 minutes. So, yes. Thank you so much, Katie, for being here, for donating. I truly appreciate it. I'm about to head off, but before I head off, I'm going to go ahead and plug my stuff real quick. As you guys know, I am a licensed therapist. If you guys want to see me for a session, schedule a free 15-minute consultation with me. Also, check the link below for my services if you want a tarot reading, if you want a mediumship reading, if you want a Reiki healing reading. Jack of all trades over here, Gemini rising. So, yes. So guys, make sure you like this video, make sure you're subscribed, turn on your notifications because I randomly get on live and then we can like chit chat and have good conversations. So I'm definitely wishing you all guys love and abundance. Remember to love yourself, main character energy. You are the main character. You are the prize. Find ways to love yourself and encourage yourself because you are the most important relationship that you have. So thank you guys for being here. I'm about to sign off, go make me some tea, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.